If you like to see some top secret stuff that shows you the important levels, where we are in the cycle, and what to expect in the next days and weeks, then you should definitely watch this video till the end. Hello guys, and welcome back to Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam. If you like the content, guys, please don't forget to hit that like button, also subscribe and join our amazing Discord community. You find the link in the description. If you're an experienced trader, then you will like and love our bot trading group, so definitely join, and there are much more updates. Just to give you an idea of what you get, there is this chart where you have free access. I've been giving this chart now for some weeks, and always trying to bring important updates. Like the last one that you can see right here, where I said that it's possible to see a pump to 40k, which didn't happen, but I also said that we're forming a triangle, the blue lines that you can see right here, and I said that we're very close to a breakout, saying that it could happen on Friday, and it might be significant, and as you can see, yes, it's been significant. Also giving you the white lines, the horizontal support and resistance levels for the 144 moving average on the 1 hourly chart. And as you can see, as soon as the 144 moving average crossed this white line here, then you see we had one retest and failed, and we came all the way back down, and now we're moving up to the 144 again. So as you can see, this is a significant move in my opinion. Now, what is important for this chart? Well, we might see a retest of this white line. This could happen because we're seeing some bulls coming now to bring the price back up. So this is not bad. This is looking good in my opinion. But we have to be careful these days with longs. So if you see price coming back up to this level, so this is $32,850, and is not able to hold at this level for some time, then we're going down. And if we fall back below the 144 moving average, then yeah, this is very good for the bears. So if you want to have access to this chart, definitely join our Discord community. Now, this chart you've been seeing, guys, and I only want to remind you of the technique with the 144 moving average. So I'm trying to draw these support and resistance levels, and this chart was really helpful to me, or this technique, to say that we should be bearish now, because as soon as we crossed this first short-term support of the 144, as you can see right here, we've been moving all the way down to the midterm support, which I've been drawing with these 2 points. And now, as you can see, we're moving all the way down to this level here, which is currently at $17,700. So this is a pretty strong support level in my opinion. And this is the long-term support, as you can see. So I've been connecting this point of the 144 and this point of the 144, right? As you can see, the 144 is always above this long-term support here since the beginning of this bull market, and currently it's at somewhere around $18,000. And as you can see, these moving averages, which I think are very important, are all here, and the last one, maybe the strongest one, is also down here at this level. So this is a pretty strong area. This orange line, which I also talked about, as you can see, this orange line comes from our previous bull market by connecting these lines. So this is the support of the 144 from the previous bull market, and as you can see, this level has been very important for us, because every time the price is not able to stay above this level, as you can see, the 144 fails at its own previous support, comes all the way down, tries to get back up. You see price tries to stay above this level, is not able, so we start falling down. And as soon as price is able to get above this level, we get that massive run. And currently this line is at approximately $22,500. So like I said, this zone is, in my opinion, very interesting for the buyers. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some real bullish action when we've come down to these levels. Also, keep in mind that in my opinion, there might be a head and shoulders here. It's a very big one. Also a bear flag with the target down at $5,000. This is the technical target, which matches with the target of this rising wedge that I also talked about. This is the weekly chart, by the way. This is a rising wedge, possibly, in my opinion, target also down here at these levels at $5,000 if we see a huge crash that some people don't want to see, or they don't think it's possible at the moment, but it's possible in my opinion. If we consider what is going on in the world right now with Corona, there might be another lockdown which will definitely kill a lot of big parts of the financial system, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. And we fell below this rising wedge, as you can see, and Bitcoin was not able to get back into it, and so we're coming lower here. And currently, what is also not a good sign, if you take a look at this line here, this purple line here, then yeah, what you can see on a weekly base, we are currently below this line. This is a quite important line, but it's from the daily chart. Just want to show you what I have here for you guys. So as you can see, this line is a support line from Bitcoin's history, which started back in 2015 with this price movement here, retesting a lot of times the 144 moving average on a daily chart. So I've been connecting the 144 moving average, so important points of the 144 moving average, and now you can see that it's still playing a big role when price is close to it, like here, as you can see, very strong support and resistance here. And as you can see here, so there are a lot of important points, and currently on a daily chart we are below this line. So this means if Bitcoin is not able to get back above this line, so currently it is somewhere around $31,100, like I said, $32,000, $31,000. If we are not able to get back above this level, guys, and have a daily close and see some support here, then the dangerous scenario gets more and more likely. Also, what I want to show you here is with the RSI, which in my opinion is a very good indicator for what is going on right now. So on the daily chart, no, these lines are not for the daily, they are for the weekly. On the weekly chart, guys, so I've been talking about these three important levels of the RSI on the weekly chart. And in my previous video, I told you that this last red line here that you can see is very important, and we have to see if Bitcoin finds support on it or falls below it. And as you can see, the current weekly candle is below this red line. Now, why is that important? If we take a look at Bitcoin's history, what you can see after a very big run, let's go all the way back. After a very big run here, as you can see, when we come down and fall below this level and we can't get back above it, then you see that we're seeing some big corrections, right? Here we find support. We have a huge run here. We come all the way down, we find support, and then we have some bullish weeks. But as soon as we are below this level at this point here on the chart, as you can see, this red candle, which is really below it. You see we're really going into the bear market, or this is a confirmation of the bear market, because at these levels people are still bullish, thinking that we will go up. But then, of course, we start the bear market as soon as we fall below this level. And as you can see, this level is resistance for many weeks. And as soon as we're able to really break above it, find support on it, we start to move up here, right? and start a heavy run, and then we come back down, we fall below it, and this is, by the way, our Corona crash, as you can see, of last year. So we have this weekly candle below this red line, and then as you can see, this is what happens, the final huge crash and the confirmation of the bear market. Because at these levels still people are bullish. They think, hey, yeah, we're finding support here, we will break back up, but then yeah, it happens. And now as you can see here, for example, so this is, in my opinion, the last chance for the bulls. So this is the only example that I can find where I say, all right, we have a break below it. This is this huge red candle, but the next weekly candle is able to get back above it, maybe because there is this 144 moving average where we find support, we stay above, and then we see a final rally before we see the huge crash. And this is what happens afterwards, right? So we're failing at this level and we come all the way back down. But as soon as we are able to cross back above this red line, as you can see, look what a rally we got here, right? So this was really the start of it with this green candle. So definitely important for Bitcoin, and as you can see, we are right now below it. So what might happen here is that if this weekly candle really closes below this level, then we might see a retest next week or for the next 2-3 weeks where we move kind of sideways here, and then if we're not able to get back above it, then we fall down and we see a confirmation of all of this bearish signs that I'm seeing, right? So this might be wrong, so please be careful. You definitely have to watch or take a look at bullish scenarios to see which one is more likely. Currently, I'm saying that it's dangerous. We're getting this resistance here that you can see with the white line. We're getting this resistance very close, so maybe next week we fail to get above here and then we break down, or we see a weekly candle above the resistance here, and then we know what is going on. But what is important here is that we have to look at price movement over at least 1 or 2 weeks. So we can't say that only because one day looks good we're safe and the bulls have back the control. No, we have to watch, especially on the weekly chart, in my opinion now, what is going on, if we have support on the weekly chart or not. Right, so this is what is going on right now. I hope you really get the point here. And just to show you, I think there was one example with the retest. Just give me a moment. No, I don't find it right now. No, here it is. So something that could happen is, like I said, currently we are below this red line, and maybe the next week tries to get back above here, as you can see, tries to get back above, fails, and then it really starts going down. So this is something that I'm watching. So this is why I said 1 or 2 weeks we have to wait to see what is going on, and to know, are we now more in a bear market or still in a bull market? And this is why I'm saying that be careful with everything you're doing right now, starting longs, starting shorts. Be careful, because the situation, of course, is more bearish now, in my opinion, definitely more bearish, but it's too early to say, yeah, we have to expect lower prices. It's still too early, although, in my opinion, there are much more signs for bearishness than to be bullish. All right, now this is a chart that I already showed you in our Discord group, where I said that we have to simplify things again. We can't always be extremely bullish, extremely bearish. Let's see what Bitcoin really does and what history is showing us, because it's not that difficult, right? If we stay cool or whatever and don't get irrational because of all or everything that is going on right now in the markets and in the world, because it's a very difficult time. So what I want to show you here with this chart is if we take a look at what Bitcoin usually does when it hits the top, what you can see here is that Bitcoin falls below a level that has been important on the weekly chart. As you can see here, it falls below this level. We see a retest, and no, let's say like this: it falls below a level that is important on the weekly chart on the way up, on the final way up. As you can see, it comes down to the last level that has been important on the way up. It finds support. It shows us a retest of this level, and then it comes down and it falls really down to other levels that has been important. As I see that I forgot a line here. Let's bring it. Yeah. So so it comes down to other levels, but important is the beginning. Right? The beginning is falling below this level, having a retest, and then coming down, retesting all the levels until we really find support, and then see a move above all these levels that have been resistance, as you can see, right? So next time, as you can see, so if we take this for example, so we have the top out here. Bitcoin comes down to a level that has been important but finds support, and this was not the point where the bull market stopped. As you can see, this is the point. So we're taking a look at this to compare it with this, what I already told you. So as you can see, we have a level that is important on the weekly chart on the way up, right? Bitcoin fails, comes down, breaks below this level. We see a retest, right? It comes down to the last level that has been important. So I'm taking this candle here where we see some weekly resistance. It comes down to this level, it goes back up to the white line, fails, and then breaks down and finally finds support on this level that has been important, right? And then it moves up and breaks above all these levels and starts a new rally. Now, if we compare this to our last bull market, as you can see, so we're moving up, we're coming down to a level that is important on the way up, the final rally here. We fall down, we come down to a level that has been important on the way up. We see it coming back up, retesting this, coming down, coming down, coming down, and finally breaking below it. And we go down to this level here, to the previous important level on the way up, right? And we find support, and then we see it moving above all these levels. It's not that difficult in my opinion, right? I mean, these are just horizontal lines, but very important for Bitcoin. And as you can see, at this point, there was the sign that this drop is over, right? It's over. We can be bullish because we find support on a very important level on the weekly chart. Now let's take a look at what is going on right now. So we topped out here. We came down to a level that is important on the weekly chart for the final rally. We came down here to the next important level. We see a retest of this level. We were not able to get back above this level, right? Like here. And so what happens is we come back down to this level that has been important now. And so the key for me right now is to see if Bitcoin finds support on this level, which is approximately at $28,000, right? So if we see a weekly close below $28,000, then we know what is going on. We will go down to this level here, which has been important and which is the all-time high of our previous bull market, close to something around $19,000. This will definitely happen if we see a weekly close, but it can be very fast, very brutal, so that Bitcoin really goes through here all the way down, like we see here. So some really big candles. Maybe we have the luck that we have something like that, so that we're prepared for this and can take advantage of it. But sometimes it happens very fast, so you're not able to react. But yeah, this is all that we have to watch now. And if we don't find support on this level, which I think will happen because there will be a lot of people that are interested to buy here at this level, and we see a retest of this level, not able to get above it, we come down, we fall below it, then guys, guess what? This is the level we will test, and this is at $11,000, $12,000. And if this level is not able to stay support on a weekly chart, then we're going down to the next level, which very likely is something around $5,000. And I told you that this level, $5,000, is very important for Bitcoin. If you consider this green fib that I've been talking about so much, if you consider this head and shoulders, this bear flag with these targets. So $5,000 is definitely a level to watch. And I think that with everything that is going on in the world right now, we can't say that it was surprising for us to see Bitcoin coming down to these levels, because the world right now, guys, has heavy problems, right? Everybody with the power to control our minds is trying to give us a feeling of yeah, you're safe, we're doing our best to control the situation, but they're not able to control it forever. At some point they will give up, they will let it crash down, and to rebuild yeah, everything, like we've seen during the last crisis. So this is usually what happens when you see a world crisis. It comes down to an important level and then goes back up, and they rebuild everything on it. And of course the world is in panic, and the rich people get richer because they're prepared, they know what to do when everything is going down and the heavy crash is coming. But the heavy crash is, in my opinion, something that will definitely come. It will definitely come. Of course, it's very difficult to say when it will happen, but it's not too far away, guys, in my opinion, after all that happened. Yeah, so this is what I'm seeing right now, guys. Also, oh, I didn't talk about these green lines, which in my opinion are very, or maybe the most important levels for Bitcoin during the last 10 years. As you can see, every time Bitcoin is below or above one of these levels, this really means something, and currently we are below this level. And when we are below this level and not able to get back into it like we've seen here, things are not looking that good. And don't be fooled by a short-term rally. All right, don't be fooled by something like that. Of course, you can take advantage of it, but you should also consider that it might come back down very fast at some point. So, guys, the point here is at the end that if we find support here at this level, so I say approximately $28,000, I wouldn't be surprised to see a retest of $42,000 here on the weekly chart. I wouldn't be surprised. I think that this is something that that is still possible, but it doesn't mean that the bull market is safe and we're going to move up pretty quickly. I expect more sideways movement, correction, and so on for the next days and weeks. So this is a longer process. This is nothing that's gonna where we're gonna just see it pumping like crazy, because this is not happening, right? Everybody's was talking about the Wyckoff accumulation. Where is it now? Nobody's talking about it anymore because it's looking dangerous, right? It's looking dangerous, and we have to see if we're able to find support on a important level. And before I go away, this is at $32,000. If we can cross and stay above it, then the next resistance is 35, and then 38 to 40, right? So if we find support here at this level, guys, I wouldn't be surprised to see a retest of these higher levels, which are at $42,000 approximately, right? So, and it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad, right? This is not looking bad. This is a huge candle, right? Maybe the beginning, but it doesn't have to be. So we really have to focus on the important levels. Yeah. So I think that's it for this video. 24 minutes. Sorry that it's so long, but I was not able to make it faster. So if you like the content, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to help the channel. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. We'll see you soon. Bye.